What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and in this video we're going to do some technical analysis predicting where Ethereum is going to go over the coming days, weeks, and months. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are on this, the 20th day of October, just below $4,000. Right, yesterday in yesterday's video we were actually at this exact same price, basically exactly here. We had a high today of 4,086. Here we are finding some turbulence coming back down. I'm not worried about the price at all. I really do believe that we're going to continue to grow. Even if today closes red, even if tomorrow closes red, we're probably going to continue to grow going into the 29th of October here. My expectation overall for most cryptos in the market is that we will move up into the FOMC meeting. We'll move down out of it, right? Buy the hype, sell the news, start off November on a red note, and then finish the month strong, breaking out to new all-time highs. I have a hard time imagining that Ethereum will do anything less by the end of next month, right? And if you think about it, really, this is a whole different thought here, but if Ethereum sees new all-time highs, if Bitcoin sees new all-time highs, right, they would likely see new all-time highs together. And if Ethereum and Bitcoin are seeing new all-time highs, XRP will likely see new all-time highs. Solana is likely going to see new all-time highs. They're all right on the precipice of seeing new all-time highs. If you've got your top 5 coins, BNB is at new all-time highs. You got your top 5 coins seeing new all-time highs. What does that mean for the rest of the market? You've got your most popular coins next month and going into the end of the year exceeding their all-time highs and just in price discovery. That likely will imply that we're in the midst of alt season. Alt season is literally right around the corner, my friends, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk focused solely on Ethereum, okay? 1 hour time frame here. Looking at this now, $3,950 and dropping. We're dropping so fast. Oh, what? Oh, Coinbase is down, y'all. That's wild. Coinbase is still, so isn't it funny? Look at that, right? That the price action, it's not loaded. Wow. It's been down. It actually has been down for a while. How long has it been? Because right now it is 1648 UTC. We've been down for about 3 hours. 3 hours of price action gone. That's why we're moving down, right? That's why it's happening. Is because what's the word? Because there's an outage. That's crazy. I didn't know that Coinbase was down to the point that it doesn't even have a record of the price action. That's kind of wild. All right, so we're not going to use Coinbase. We're going to go on to Binance here. Right? Binance is fine because they're in the Eastern Hemisphere, where Coinbase is in the Western Hemisphere. $3,900 dropping right now, right? As soon as things come back online, I would bet as soon as this AWS outage resolves itself, I would assume we're going to move back up, guys. I very much would assume that that's what happens. That's crazy. Nice selling off, probably adding to the liquidations of these longs and clearing out some longs, piling on the shorts. Let's see, what's the past day look like? Because we did have more longs. We still have more longs. We'll probably clear out all these longs. Watch, and I'm a genie here. Watch this happen, okay? Let's go to Ethereum as well. Hold on. Okay, all the longs are cleared out for ETH, but not for Bitcoin. As soon as the longs get cleared out, that's whenever we'll find our low. And Ethereum actually has cleared out all of its longs. It looks like, or at least a majority of them. I would think that we've probably found a low point for Ethereum. If not, we're very, very near. So, anyways, looking at the price action here, moving down, a lot of volume here because of this AWS outage probably. Looking at the 1 hour RSI, things were pretty bullish beforehand, and now that we were here at this 50 wrestling with this, we're back in the oversold zone. Stochastics look bearish. The MACD crossing below the zero, all bearish things. There is a possibility that we could go lower, but I really wouldn't be surprised if this was the low point here. I really wouldn't be surprised at all. 1 hour time frame, looking at this here. And I wonder, is this even accurate too, or is it not loading, right? Like, is this $3,933? Nope, it's accurate. Okay, it's consistent with the price. That's good. The 4 hour time frame here for Ethereum, if we're looking at this, zooming out a little bit, we do have a rejection off the overbought zone on the RSI that is suggestive of lower prices to come, so maybe we do go lower. The stochastics are bearish, and the MACD, while you did cross above the zero, sometimes you do find a little turbulence. Take, for example, the last time that we crossed above the zero right here. We look at that in respects to what the price did. We kind of consolidated, didn't we? We didn't drop. We didn't see lower lows. We weren't down in the dumps, but we did consolidate for, and this is the 4 hour time frame, 6 candles is a day. We consolidated for about a couple days there, right? So here we are breaking above the zero now as of yesterday, or actually early today technically. we might consolidate. We might consolidate for the rest of the day, and even going into tomorrow, we could see some consolidation. But then going into tomorrow and the rest of the week, we should be moving higher because, again, the 29th, we have the FOMC announcement where the Federal Reserve announces that they're going to be cutting interest rates by 25 basis points, likely. Not 50, but probably 25 basis points. A lot of people are assuming 50 basis points or more. I don't know why, because Jerome Powell tells us exactly what we're going to get, and it's going to be 25. But I think depending on how or what he says in this meeting, they might slash 50 basis points at the end of the year. It depends. It depends on the labor market, the jobs market, right? It just depends on some various other aspects of the economy, and if they need to ramp up the cutting a little bit. I would like it if they consistently cut 25 basis points every month for 6 months in a row, for however long it is, right? I would like that, but who cares what I want? Anyways, stochastics look bearish. That would make me think that we go lower. We are at the 50 though. To be fair, we do find support here. And whenever we consolidated here, when we broke above the 0, we consolidated. We found support right here in this area. Hey, right? The RSI was even at the same area too. I really do think that we're at an area to find support for Ethereum here, right? As soon as the Amazon Web Services come back online, we're going to be moving up. High to low here. You went to your golden ratio. It's very common to go from your golden ratio to your 0.5382 area and then move up. Very, very common to do so. So I think we are, if not at the low here, the low being at $3,924. If we're not here on Binance at the low, then maybe $3,900 itself is the low. But somewhere between here and there is that. I don't think that we move too much lower, guys. I really think that that's it. Yeah, like we're in that area right now. Again, I would very much compare what we're doing here to what we did back here. You're moving down, but you still formed a higher low overall, and then we progressed higher, right? And I think that's what we're going to do into the FOMC meeting announcement there. Looking at this on the daily time frame, here, we do have, do we have bullish divergence? We do have bullish divergence, yeah. Higher lows here, right? Higher lows between this point and this point here on the histogram, lower lows there. But then here we have higher lows in the price with higher lows in the MACD. That's a good thing as well. Stochastics are weird, I have to admit. Normally in this kind of environment, I would be bearish. I would actually think that we go lower. But I'm having a hard time being bearish here, I have to admit, especially with everything else that we've seen. The RSI bouncing off the 40 is nice. 7 hours and 5 minutes left in the day. I think a good goal by the end of the day would actually be to come up and close this day green. We don't have to be moving up. We don't have to be at $4,500 or anything like that, but if we could close today green, if we could close above 39.82, I think that would look good, because then we're not rejecting here on the RSI. But sometimes you move up like that. Sometimes you have little pivots and you still move up. It's not a problem. Overall, I do expect Ethereum to continue to grow. I don't think that we're in jeopardy of seeing any kind of catastrophe happen. With that being said, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If we do get a bigger drop, if something bigger does come our way, we go to 3,700, 3,600, 3,400, whatever, we're still going to be in a good area to find support. The structure is not broken. The market is not in the dumps. Maybe a momentary dump, but we should be recovering and moving to new all-time highs any day now, any week now. I do expect fully, regardless of if we go down, if we move sideways, if we move up, regardless, by the end of November, we will be at new all-time highs for sure. And I'm expecting that the next target area inevitably is $8,000. That's our golden ratio. Right? You're consolidating right above the 100 level here, okay? Consolidating just above that right here. I would think that the next area, the $8,000 area, is exactly where we're going to go. That's the golden ratio, the golden extension. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Expecting and anticipating this target by the end of November, if not by the end of the year. That's all I got. Take care. Hit the like button, subscribe. Bye-bye.